David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Now the Thunderbirds offense will have the football first. And let me tell you about these linebackers. This group can make life miserable on any offense.
And that matchup with this running back versus these linebackers is a lot of fun, David. One thing talking to the defense this week is that they take pride in stopping the run. And these linebackers told us in meetings, this guy has not seen a defense like us, and they definitely have not played a linebacking unit as athletic as we are. We are looking to make a statement in this one by shutting this guy down.
And I love the confidence of the young guys, and I love the confidence of this defense, and they got some swag. But make no mistake, this running back is good, and this might be the best guy that they've seen. So can he make plays? Can he make those guys miss and still be the engine of this offense? We've got a tremendous matchup today.
Fights off a defender. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And it's the Thunderbirds want to crank the tempo. Jackson will throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So Georgia's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Going up against a secondary that has had its struggles, and he'll look to exploit them in this one. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. A little release to the back. Breaks into the open.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
And the Dogs can really attack on this second and short. Some misdirection with the counter. Might have a chance. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They're setting up the screen. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Thunderbirds will snap it on 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there.
There he goes!
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Right back to it. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And it's the Thunderbirds want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He's got it on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They believe they can run right here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Handoff for Frazier. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Now facing a 3rd and long. Reed. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll run the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Thunderbirds hit it quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Jackson will throw. Release to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And it's the Thunderbirds decide to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll leave it with the lone back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give on the counter. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Reed. Pressure coming. Fires to the tight end. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Here's Reed to throw. Snagged out of the air. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Reed. Quick strike complete. At the 35, he's open. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Oh, he makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Throwing Reed. Looking for the score. On target to the left. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Dogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wide receiver. Just keeps slinging it. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. The Thunderbirds in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He'll try it again. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And it's the Thunderbirds now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Jackson gonna throw it. Quickly complete. Nice move to keep running. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Got the back over the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Thunderbirds will line up to punt it away. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They bring the punter onto the field now. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Running inside, it's Frazier.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's 3rd and 5. Reed. He rifles one deep down the right side. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. That holding call has them backed up now, staring at a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Timeout taken by the offense as their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. A spectacular one-hand grab. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. And it's the Thunderbirds come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw. Can run on that one. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. He wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Keeps it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 8 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Cougars, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Now back to your game at Sanford Stadium in Athens. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. We might have some weather moving in here as we check in to start the second half with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, I do have some news to report to start this second half. As you know, we had a little bit of light rain in that first half, but it did not seem to affect play. But now it is really coming down. I will keep you posted on how the players and coaches adjust to this heavy rain. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Here's a give to Frazier. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback a bail now.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Reed. Here's the pressure. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Shoots it to the left. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
In the gun, third down, Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Moves away as he feels pressure. And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. So with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. First and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. The run from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Thunderbirds come to the line in the hurry-up. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. And it's the Thunderbirds line up to punt it away. Now on the return. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle.
Snags it and he's open. All the way! Touchdown, Bulldog!
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Looking for a crease to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it. Now, you're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Thunderbirds will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. From midfield, looking for room. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's Reed to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good...
Snags it, and there's running room. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. And it's the Thunderbirds will hustle to the line. He leaves it with his back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got... points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Thunderbirds with the 1st and 10.
Well, they execute the end route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And he's still running after the move. There's some room. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. And it's the Thunderbirds back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Jackson gonna throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Pocket breaking down. Find some time. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Nice job stringing that one out. They stop him for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Can't get him to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Thunderbirds want to move quickly.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Play fake, Reed. Rushes on him. Lets it fly. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Throwing Reed. The screen, he's got wheels. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The defense uses a timeout, that's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Jackson will throw. Unleashes one. That's caught. It's Jefferson. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Under fire. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. 4 wide out. two on either side on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And it's the Thunderbirds who are in the hurry-up.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make it.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
The Thunderbirds will have it 1st and 10. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Wants to go right back downfield. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are. A finish.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and lead the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Dogs! Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Jackson going to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Finds his target down the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it right down the middle. Right on target this time. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
And And this is a tough spot for this offense, man. They've got to create some explosive plays, and the defense knows it. They're backing up. They're playing really, really conservative, man. You're down 2 scores. You got to find some plays over the middle of the field, wherever. You just got to chew up some grass and get in scoring position.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. This offense has it with really good field position. Reed finds his big tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Jackson will throw. Oh, they're after him. Slings it downfield. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. It's Jefferson.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Got his man downfield. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve. And